Hi guys, my name is Lally. I am a wig maker, a costume maker and a celebrity impersonator, and I'm coming to you today with this Ariana Grande Positions album artwork inspired look. I have used a lot of drugstore products in this video and also some Haus Labs products, but I've tried to keep it mostly drugstore. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more from me. And without further ado, let's get into it. I am going to start off with my L'Oreal Mattifying Primer. I've got like none left of this. Pat that into my pre-moisturized face. So I've run out of everything, but it's locked down and it's hard to like get anything. So I'm going to use my Dermacol foundation to attempt to use it as a concealer. I think it probably will work. I actually only used this once as a test and I put way too much on and it was not a good time for anybody. I'm going to apply that with my Spectrum A18 brush. Alright, note to self, Dermacol sponge, dry sponge. So now I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the colour 001 Transparent, and I'm going to just powder over that Dermacol because it's not as dry as I would like it to be. Yeah, it's coming off of my fingers. I wouldn't use this to cover up tattoos and then go about your daily business. I don't see how it's going to work. So now I'm going to take my Haus Labs Glam Room No. 1 palette and I'm going to take the colour, oh I can't open it, I'm going to take the colour Cake, yep, Cake, and just go everywhere with that. Oh, and this is a B06 brush. Now I'm going to use this A19 kind of pencil tipped brush to trace out the crease line that I want to create. I'm going to trace it out in a lighter colour than I'm going to end up with, and that colour is Cameo from the same palette. And what I like to do is to get like a perfect angle, I like to follow the line, that angle from my lower lash line. So if you were to draw a triangle like this, it will kind of hit your nostril and up from your lower, the kind of midpoint of your lower lash line upwards. And I just feel like even though someone's angle might be higher than that for their face, that's the most flattering thing to do on your face because that is like working with your geometry. And you still get the same effect, the same vibe, it's just working with you. And now I want to go into the crease here, but I don't want to come around like this. You see where it starts to taper down? There I want to bring it further in and start to taper where my nose crease kind of starts to taper. So I'm going to do that first before I do the wing, just so I can get the angle right. What I'm trying to do. And you just take it to the wing, and that's a really kind of easy method of doing this. I'm going to take my MAC 239 SE brush, it's just like the mini version of the normal, I think 239. And my Haus Labs Stupid Love palette. Can you tell I'm obsessed with the brand? Maybe because I'm a bit obsessed with Gaga. And I'm going to take the colour 911, which is here, and just pat that onto the space underneath that wing that you've created, including into here, tear duct. Just drag it under about a third, and then take that same colour just under the brow but closer to the inner tip. Taking my NYX powder contour palette, I'm going to take the colour Sculpt, which is this kind of greyish brown. I don't know if you can, lights in the way, this greyish brown colour here, and I'm going to go over the wing that we've just created. So I'm going to use my Haus Labs eyeliner in the colour Punk, and so I'm literally pushing it into my lashes and then onto the skin. I'm not going to do a very big wing. I'm just going to pull it down, come up from the midpoint, just fill in this little hollow here. And then I'm just going to kind of diffuse that wing with a little bit of black eyeshadow. So I'll use the colour Top Hat from the Glam Room No. 1 palette, and I'm going to use an angle brush. And this is the A14. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the angle brush and knock most of it off. Now I'm going to use my eyelash curler and just curl my eyelashes and apply mascara. And I'm going to use my Lash Sensational by Maybelline. So I'm going to use Maybelline's Dream Radiant Liquid to do my foundation. Probably put just one pump for now. And I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to blend that all in. And I'm going to use some Dermacol again to just highlight my chin, a little bit on my nose, and a bit on my forehead area. So I've just highlighted kind of the areas of the face that Ariana Grande has highlighted, and I tried to square off my chin a little bit because I've got a rounder chin than hers, although I'm never going to get her face shape, so this is not a transformation, it's just the makeup kind of look. And now with my dry beauty blender, I am smudging that in, trying to keep it as local as I can. Now I'm going to use my Revolution Conceal and Define in the colour 12.5, and I'm just going to kind of go around my hairline with that. And then we're going to do some cheekbones and some jawline. And drag it more under the chin, get rid of the double chin. And just use your finger. There are those tiny beauty blenders that you can get to do things like the nose. I don't have any, so I'm going to use my finger. And then I just like to go all over the face for a kind of final blend. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy, and this is a CO4 brush, doesn't really matter which one you use, and I'm just going to get all up in that shit. Now I'm going to use my Radiance Brick by Rimmel, and I'm going to reinforce my contour using, which one do I want? I think I will use my A04 brush. And then I'm going to use the colour Ice Queen from my NYX Powder Contour palette. This is an A16 by Spectrum. And I'm going to draw a line down the centre of my nose. Now for the eyebrows. The whole reason I did some bleaching and looking insane most days is that I'm going to create a more blockish brow using some powder contour again, and this flat push liner 212 brush by MAC. So first I'm going to take my eyebrow brush and I'm just going to brush my brows upwards. And I'm going to start with the lighter brown colour, the Sculpt colour, just to kind of block them in. I'm going to draw the underline first, and I'm going to kind of come to just before the tail, and I'm going to raise the arch up like this to about here, and then I want it to drop down from there. And then you want to block it out, so we just need to work on using the edge of the brush to just stop about there, creating a new arch, and then come down from about the midpoint. Should really have bleached a bit more, but we'll work with what we got. Now I'm going to take a darker colour, and I'm going to use this very strategically. I'm not going to put it all over. I'm just going to kind of reinforce the angles of what I'm doing. And the darker colour, that I'm using is from the same palette, and it is called Hollow. Now I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter and Blush in Rose Gold, and I like this because it barely shows up and she looks like she's either not wearing any blusher or very nondescript blusher, and she's got a little highlight going on there, so this kind of works. Now for the lips, I'm taking my MAC lip liner in the colour Stone, and I'm just going to draw my lips in a shape that kind of ignores my Cupid's bow. So I'm going to go from my inner corner, and I'm going within the lip line to outside of the lip line, creating a bigger pout in the midsection of my lip. Underneath we want to square off the lip, so inner at the corner, and then at about the third we're coming outside of the lip line, and then back to the inner lip line in the middle. And then I'm gonna kind of sketch out into the lip a little bit. Now I'm going to use my L'Oreal Paris Color Riche Matte Lipstick in Stone. And back to my MAC lip pencil of the same name, I'm going to just go over the lip line again and blend in the colour. Now using my lash duo in black, it's all clogged up, so I just poked a hole in it, and I'm just going to use my 701 Foam Ink Wispies by Ardell, grab them on a pair of tweezers and pop some of the, ooh, that's some chunky glue. This glue is bad. I need to get new everything. So just pop some glue and let that go a bit tacky. And then we want to concentrate the lashes to the outer corner of your eye. So I'm just going to look down into a mirror and drop them in the center-ish. and then pull off to the side where I want it to sit, and then pull the other, oh fuck, pull the other corner on, and then I just use the edge of the tweezers to press down the glue. Alright, so this is the makeup look, and now I'm going to do the hair. So I'm going to do a full hair tutorial, which will be my next video, so stay tuned for that. It's going to show you how to do the wig and put it on and all that jazz, and where to get everything from. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss that video, and whilst you're at it, I would love a like and a subscribe. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave me any comments, any feedback down below, and everything will be linked down in the description box. I will try and make everything as accessible as possible, so I'll find you online links, because it's very hard to get things in person, shopping in person these days. Other than that, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see what I come up with next, and have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.